This is the solubility worksheet 1. We're going to go through it real quick and answer the questions. Number 1, how many grams of NaNO3 does it take to make a saturated solution at 10 degrees Celsius? So all we have to do is find 10 degrees Celsius and intersect it with NaNO3, which is right here at 80. So number 1 is 80 grams. So I'm just going to write 80. Number 2, how many grams of KCl does it take to make a saturated solution at 60? So we find 60, see where it hits the KCl line, and it's about 45. So 45 grams. Number 3, how many grams of barium hydroxide, BaOH2, does it take to make a saturated solution at 30? So find 30, intersect with barium hydroxide, that's this line right here, and it's about 5. Number 4, if 40 grams of KCl is dissolved in 100 cubic centimeters of water, which is what it says over here, at 90 degrees Celsius, what type of solution is formed? So find 90 degrees Celsius, find 30 grams, it's right here. We are under the KCl line, so this is an unsaturated solution. If it's at the line or above, it's saturated. So number 4 is unsaturated. Number 5, if 40 grams of barium hydroxide is dissolved in 100 grams of water at 50 degrees Celsius, what type of solution? So let's find 40 grams at 50 degrees Celsius, which is right here. At this point, this is the barium hydroxide line, right down here below, so we're above the line, so that's a saturated solution. And then number 6, if a saturated solution of KNO3 at 60 is cooled to 20, how much solute will crystallize and fall to the bottom? So find KNO3 at 60, it's right here at 110. If we cool it down to 30, is that right? No, cool it down to 20, we can hold 30. So if we go from 110 to 30, 110 minus 30 is equal to 80. And so let's flip this over to the back and answer the questions on the back of this. Number 7 says, how many grams does it take of Ki to be saturated at 15 degrees Celsius? So we're going to find 15 degrees, which is right in here, and intersect with Ki, which is all the way up here at about 140. So number 7 is 140. How many grams of cesium sulfate to be saturated at 50? So find 50 and intersect it with cesium sulfate, which is this line right here. And that's about 5. Number 9, how many grams does it take of KCl to be saturated at 100? So 100 intersect with KCl. It's not quite 60. I'm going to call it 58. How many grams does it take of KNO3 to be a saturated solution at 10? So find 10, intersect it with, was it KNO3? It's right here, about 20. Number 11, how many grams does it take of barium hydroxide to be saturated at 75? So find 75, intersect with barium hydroxide. This is kind of hard to see, but I'd say it's somewhere between 70 and 80. We'll just call it 75. Number 12, how many grams does it take of KCl to be saturated at 10? So find 10, intersect it with KCl, which is right here. It's about 30. Number 13, which solid do you need the most grams to make a saturated solution at 10? So find 10 and see what has the highest solubility, and it's Ki. Number 14, at what temperature is 35 grams per 100 grams of water of KCl a saturated solution? So find 35 grams and intersect it with KCl. Let's say it intersects here at about 30 degrees Celsius. So 30 degrees Celsius. That's supposed to be a C. Number 15, at what temperature is 100 grams per 100 grams of water of KNO3 a saturated solution? So find 100 grams and intersect with KNO3. And I would say that it's about a little bit past, maybe 55 or 56. I'm going to call it 56 degrees Celsius.